So welcome to video number 3 in the series of building better relationships. The first 2 videos, definitely check it out if you haven't yet. Like I said before, this video series is based off of the Bible plan You Drive Me Crazy in the Bible app. I believe it's by Rick Warren. Definitely check it out because it's full of really good info. So this is just a really brief overview of that. So this video will be talking about retaliation. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 29, a hot temper shows great foolishness. Such a short verse, but it's so true and means a lot. So it takes great maturity and self-control to control yourself when you're angry. If you can tell, there's a reoccurring theme here, right? With all of these videos, control your mouth, especially when you're angry, because things can just spew out of your mouth that you won't even mean later. When angry, stop and say nothing. Again, I've said that before in previous videos. There are always consequences to sin. Hurting someone, division, saying something that you shouldn't. So those are all consequences to sin that we are held accountable to, and we can just avoid that by simply minding our mouth and being quiet when we're angry. If you can't control yourself when you're angry, then say nothing at all. I didn't even realize that I did this until now. I wrote the same verse twice. I was probably tired that day, but hey, it's worth the writing again. People with understanding control their anger. A hot temper shows great foolishness. So I didn't even realize I did that, but hey, maybe God wanted to emphasize that word today. I don't know. But it's the truth. And there's always a saying, when you argue with a fool, then there's 2 fools, right? So arguing with someone, it goes nowhere, especially when you have a temper and you're just quick to fly off. Have you ever met anyone like that? Do you know anyone who's just so quick to just get angry and quick to, react at any little thing? That's not somebody who's really pleasant to be around, right? Do you want to be that type of person? I know I don't. It's wise to control your emotions. First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 15. Make sure that nobody pays back wrong for wrong, but always strive to do what is good for each other and for everyone else. So instead of retaliating and getting somebody back for the wrong that they did by talking about them, just spread love. Avoiding retaliation keeps with the word. Pay back evil with good. Take the more difficult path. And what does that mean? So if somebody does something to you that's awful, pray for them. Bless them if you can. If there's a way that you can bless them, whether it's financially or something that you can do for them, then do it. As hard as it may be, that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to take the high road and to pay back evil with good, because then that's how you bring glory to Him. And I've been there. I've definitely been in situations where somebody has done wrong to me, and the last thing that I want to do is help them out or do something nice for them. But it's what we have to do as Christians. And the more you do it, so the more you control your tongue when you're angry, the more you pay back evil for good and bless others when they've done wrong to you, the more that you put that into practice, the easier it becomes every time you go to do it. And the more satisfying and just peace, you feel like an unsurpassing peace that you get when you do something like that. It's kind of like God's blessing over the situation, and God has always figured it out, and God has always brought peace and restoration into those relationships, which we'll talk about in a later video. So that's it really. When somebody does something wrong to you, don't do anything back. Don't talk about them behind their back. Just pray for them, bless them, pay back evil for good, and let God take care of it. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.